All right, good afternoon. I just wanted to show, right after I have a little sip there, I just want to show something that I figured out. It's just an idea that I had that I figured out the other day for, it's something that I've not seen anyway. And it has to do with, I guess, what can I call this? A different way to shuffle cards and to use cards and to deal out cards for a card sim hockey game like shootout hockey here. And because one thing about using games with cards, of course, cards versus dice, there are benefits, drawbacks, advantages, disadvantages to both, really. And one with cards is the shuffling. With shootout cards, it's a deck of 100 cards, and having to shuffle it, every so often, I normally do it after every period of play. I think that's pretty much how I've always done it. But so it can, that can add time to your gameplay. And so, what this idea is, and it's something that I tried once again the other day, and I liked it. It worked well, and so I thought I'd show it again here and maybe get some feedback. Hopefully, anyway, some feedback, input, and comments and things like that. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if it's something that you have tried, or even let me know if there's something similar that you have done. I know some people have invested in things like card shufflers, automatic ones that probably speed up the process. I think actually DDSP Commish, if I'm not mistaken, he has something like that. But if you just want to, do it manually, what I suggest, what I recommend, the first thing that you do when you finish the period, just put the stack back together and just shuffle very minimally. This is a little misleading. This deck has already been shuffled actually a fair bit. I make a habit actually, even when I'm not playing shootout hockey. Sometimes I'm at this desk and I'm at work. I'm doing other things, and during the process of a day, I have this and a couple of other games. If I know I'm going to play Status Pro a little later or something like that, then I can grab a deck and just kind of casually shuffle it, and so my decks stay relatively well shuffled, even when I'm not about to play a hockey game. But the idea here, just imagine that this deck has been shuffled very minimally following a period, is basically what you do is you do this. You cut, and you take a card, and you put it over there. So we're going to say 2 minutes have gone by in this game here. This game, 1947. I actually only have time to play a period of this before getting to work. But this here is 1947. Sorry, 1947, November 22nd. And the reason for the quick pause there, if you noticed it and heard, is that I realized that normally, again, when I'm playing on my own, I don't use quite the same setup that I do in videos. And so one thing I do a little differently, I go to clickonlinecounter.com or something like that, so I can keep tracks for shootout, especially for minutes gone by in a period. I can't remember the exact website name, but I use it. And then again, as the minutes go by in the period, I can just click the mouse and we'll count up to 20 as I go through. But I can't do that here. So I guess I could, but I'm not going to. So anyway, 2 minutes into the period, and again, simply I'm just going to cut, grab a card, and so 74. Scoring chances in this one, actually, Detroit comes into this one. I should have introduced this, given this a little background. This is technically actually the first bit of video that I've shown from this project, actually, for this project here, my full replay of the 47-48 NHL season. And there's a reason, actually, the main reason why I've not done this yet is that I want to make some changes, I guess, to the presentation. I have enough videos up now playing hockey games that I feel like sometimes if I'm going to continue to put videos up playing hockey games, then maybe I should try to do some things a little bit differently. And so I'm still kind of working on that with 47 and 48. That's why there hasn't been any content from this particular project replay so far. Anyway, I'm going to do this here because this is more to demonstrate this, which you've already kind of seen, but just to, I don't know, if you want to keep watching, I'll play one period here, and then actually I have to get going and get to work. So myself, I'm going to have to hold off on this until later. But 74 means a scoring chance for Detroit. And the reason why their scoring range, if you're familiar with shootout, is ridiculous is that Chicago, during this stretch of the season, goalies, I'm going with as played here. And Doug Jackson for Chicago, he played 6 career games. He won only one of them. He let in like 42 goals in those 6 career NHL games that he played just for this one season, the 47-48 season, at least according to Hockey Reference, Doug Jackson there. So, and it is Harry Lumley in goal for Detroit. So Chicago, their scoring range 1 to 25, and then Detroit's 62 to 100. Their scoring chance range, I should specify. And in real life, this game is actually an 8-5 score for Detroit. And not that you're necessarily going to get that because, again, shootout, you can get a great variety of outcomes from the cards, of course, but it's looking like this could be a pretty high scoring game where Detroit already has a scoring chance. So again, I'm not gonna take the card off the top. I'm just gonna cut the deck. I go high, low, middle, and pull out a random card. So it's gonna be player L here for Detroit. Player L is gonna be Reg Kelly actually from the blue line. Let's see, he is indeed literally from the blue line, and Kelly has not actually. There's a rebound, so we get a rebound here. And the rebound does say 2 to the shooter. And actually, Doug Jackson can't stop a rebound. So there you go. Already about 2 minutes into it is a goal. And so let's see here. Assisting on it. Line 2 and D1. Kelly is indeed defense 1 and the 0-5. So I'm actually going to round that back. I'm going to knock it back and say a minute 5 into the period. Reg Kelly has scored. And I looked to line 2 for some of the assists. Let's take one here close to the bottom. So R5 on line 2. There is no R5. I could default give it the 6, but let's keep looking. I'll flip 3 cards here. So McFadden's going to get an assist anyway, and then we'll take another one here closer to the top. It will be left wing Bep Guidelin. So it's going to be Reg Kelly from McFadden and Guidelin here, a minute and 5 seconds into it. Oh, is it Joe or Jim? Anyway, he won the Calder Trophy that season. I should figure it out. But it's a minute 5 into it now. It's 1-0 Detroit. We're going to take 2 more minutes off the clock here up to minute 4, courtesy of the Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey Clock, which is just off camera. And with the third team, we're going to have a scoring chance back the other way. We'll go to the Chicago Blackhawks, and the Blackhawks here with player B. Player B is Bud Poyle. Bud Poyle, who's now tied for the league lead right now with Elmer Locke. And Poyle, let's see, Poyle has it in the slot. Poyle has it in the slot. Likely goal forthcoming indeed. So we have a tie game here already, not even 4 minutes into it. To get the exact time, we are 42. So here at 3:42, Bud Poyle has managed to tie. We'll take one from the top for variety's sake here. We're looking L3D1. Technically, I'm looking L2D1. And Poyle here, the initial assist, left wing, Gay Stewart. Man, they've back and forth. They've combined in all kinds of goals. They're regular Hull and outs here are Gay Stewart and Bud Poyle, though actually a little more 50-50 in terms of goals and assists. For the secondary there, left wing again, that would be Stewart again. We'll take the card underneath it. We can do that from time to time. Right wing and line, so I will award Bodner, who doesn't have quite the production of the other two. It's really this line, it's the flanks. It's a very wing heavy, the offensive production in Chicago's line too thus far. So Bodner with the scoring range there, the GNR not quite the same, the scoring probabilities, but Bodner will get the secondary assist there. And so 3 minutes and 42 seconds into it, we have a 1-1 game here, Chicago and Detroit. So we're going to take another minute off the clock here up to minute 5, and let's see here, we got a scoring chance for the Detroit Red Wings, chance to go ahead 2-1, still bright and early. It's going to be Ted Lindsay. Ted Lindsay has it here in the face-off circle, and Lindsay from the face-off circle, he's unsuccessful. We'll take one close to the top here. So we got 2 minutes coming off now up to minute 7. We'll take one near the bottom, and it's going to be here 56, possible penalty coming to Detroit. Let's see here. Do the letters line up? We have a Y and a Z. I just kind of look in the first one that I see of either letter, so Gordie Howe, the B and the Z, will go to the box here for a pair. Chicago here for the next couple. Let's see into minute 8. That's going to be a scoring chance in the power play for the Chicago Blackhawks. We'll grab from somewhere different. So it's going to be here. That is S. That's Gay Stewart in the power play. Completely conceivable. Stewart has in the slot in the power play, and Chicago has managed to pull ahead here at the Olympia. They're up 2-1. So that power play will end a little early, up 2-1. We'll get the exact time of the goal. 7 minutes and 14 seconds into it. I'm looking L2D2. That's fine. Even for a power play, we'll say line 1 was a little tired. So we're looking to the D2 right defenseman. That'd be Bill Goldham. Is Bob Goldham or Bill Goldham? I got to start writing out their names actually in full, even if they're short. I think it's Bill Gadsby and Bob Goldham, I want to say. And sorry if I'm a bit wrong about that on some of the first names. Anyway, it was 75 years ago. Almost. But so anyway, goodness. Stewart from Goldham. And let's see if we get a secondary assist here. The line. So what I do for line, I'm going to say Gadsby was out there. Oh, wait, XL, I can't exclude him from the line. Okay, let's take one more, especially for the power play. Let's flip a third for assists. You know what? It looks like it's meant to be that Gadsby gets the secondary assist there. I'm not sure how often 4 forwards would have been on the ice and 47 for a power play anyway, so I'm completely content with Stewart from Goldham and Gadsby here in the power play here at 7:14. We have a 2-1 game for Chicago. We're going to take some more time here off the clock, just 1 minute to be exact here. We'll take another one close to the top. So it's going to be here 40. That's surprisingly in this one. I mean, your chances are like what? Goodness, over 50% anyway to get a scoring chance. But we don't have one there, so we're going to take some more time here off the clock. 3 minutes to be exact. So we're up to just about minute 12 now, where we get a 34. That's no scoring chance either. We'll go close to the top again. So we're up to minute 15 now. And Chicago up 2-1, courtesy of Gordie Howe going to the box. 94, Detroit here with a chance to tie into the 15th minute. And player M on the Detroit Red Wings. We look to Jim McFadden there in the second line. McFadden, he has it in the slot. And he's unable to score. Big save, big rare save from Doug Jackson for Chicago. Let's get some more time off the clock now, up to about minute 16 or 16 into it, where we're possibly going to have a big brouhaha. Donnybrook here. Let's see. We're looking here. So penalty B, home and away. I do it differently. I look in the order that it's printed on the card, home and then away. We're not going to get a 1-1-5 for fighting. This could impact Chicago. Let's see here for the away. Does Chicago have a Z3? No, so I'm going to ignore it. Assume the officials got in the way, told them to knock it off, maybe threw some gloves one direction, the other forced the skaters to go and get them. And we're just going to play on here. I'm not going to assess penalties if I don't have to. They just mess up and muck up things anyway. 2 more minutes now, 2 left in the period roughly. 21 is going to be a chance for Chicago to go ahead by 2. Player A on Chicago. Gay Stewart looking for another. He's not done yet. He's greedy. He has it in the face-off circle. And Stewart from the face-off circle unsuccessful. Good save, Harry Lumley. And let's see, this is a 1, so up to minute 19 here in the period now. Time ticking a little more slowly here. Some play stoppages. 73, we get a shot for Detroit to go into the first intermission tied. Player D on Detroit, that's Mr. Hockey himself trying to atone for that earlier penalty. Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe has it in the slot where he scored so many times, but this will not be one of them. Doug Jackson, what's going on here? And with that 2 minutes, that puts us at 21. So what I do there is I stop the period of play. Again, I do it a little differently maybe than what's officially printed in the rules, but I've done it this way hundreds of times. There you go after 1 period of play. The score here is 2-1 Chicago. As mentioned, I have to get to work anytime. Any consideration that you give to anything like this, well, it's never expected. It's always appreciated. Cheers, thanks, and bye for now.